Looking for an answer. Looking for an answer to soothe my soul, baby. Take me away. Looking for an answer. Looking for an answer to soothe my soul, baby. Take me away.
Welcome everybody back to Stranger Damies. This is episode 6. I am ready for these guys to explore a town that I spent the last week creating. So let's see what they where they go here. So to recap, our fair adventurers here are traveling in the Hill Giant Enclave in the Independent City States on the western coast of Volstaff. Surreal has had a contract with Barris and Baragon to get them out of the dynasty and get them into more independent lands. From there, they ran into the town of Emberberg, where they saved the mayor, Joe Montana, and relit the famous lanterns of the town, and also defeated and captured the werewolf known as Lon. He is one of the 6. That is the group, a loosely connected group of individuals that are sort of wreaking havoc all throughout the western portion of Volstaff. After explaining all that so that the group knew the lay of the land, Jome pointed Barris towards the port city of Astoria to find out more information about the Delacroix, the family that he is searching for. On the way to Astoria, you guys were attacked by acolytes of the sea monster and barely made it out alive. Once in Astoria, you traveled to the Dire Straits Bar and Grill and met up with a gnome named Big Johnson. You were able to sort of scan the area. On their way in to his meeting room, Surreal noticed a half-elf had spotted her, became both scared and surprised, and bolted out of the bar and grill, and not looking back. Once inside, Big Johnson explained that there is a masquerade ball that has taken place at the end of the diplomatic meeting between the Dynasty, the Dominion, the Enclave, the City-States, and the Ice Giant area. It's all taking place in the city of Hawkins, inside of a hotel called Pangea. Pangea, as Surreal explained to the group, is the hotel that is just where all the assassins in the land meet and sort of get their, assignments and things like that. And you guys decided, after getting invitations to the masquerade ball and finding out that Patrice Delacroix is the head of the Dustbringers, which is the essentially the army of the dynasty, and they're escorting the Viscount, who is essentially the president of the area, to this diplomatic meeting. And you also got a private meet and greet with the Viscount, which should put Barris in the same room as Patrice Delacroix once you guys get there. But that's in a week's time. We pick up as you guys exit or walk through the bar and grill towards the exit and go out to explore the town. Barris, I know you wanted to roll a perception check to sort of look around the bar.
Yeah, specifically, I want to look at the portraits because Big Johnson mentioned to go back and look at the paintings he has with people, and to notice the people that he's in those portraits or paintings with.
Yeah. So
20. Dirty 20.
Good. Give me a history check as well, because you do notice.
+3.
Yeah, quite a few figures there, but just 2.
9.
Okay. So you
I
do
have
know.
proficiency in history, and I'm never ever going to do a history roll over a 10.
So,
That's how it was for me
so,
last campaign, the whole time.
so you notice that a lot of these people are dressed very elegantly and sort of look like they are high-end society sort of people. You assume from the ones that look like dress a little bit more like Baragon dresses, people that have gone through the Dominion and lived there. You assume those are people from there, but your history check, you don't really recognize faces or anything.
Okay.
But you do notice very plainly in a couple of the photos, you see the robes and gowns of the royal, like the viceroys or the leaders of the dynasty are in there. So from what you can tell, the higher ups of the dynasty have been through this bar and grill and met with Big Johnson before. But
Okay, 2 questions.
yes.
Do I recognize any family members in those pictures?
No, not in any of those.
Okay. Second question. Do I recognize any of these that would fit the description of any of the 6?
The only one you see there that might is he's standing. There's an odd one. Give me an intelligence check I just want to see if you get a really high score here.
Okay.
For memory more than
14.
Okay, that's good enough. So you notice in one of them that there seems to be he's got his arms around a figure that seems to have a hat on, sort of blocking his face a little bit, and sort of like a tunic, like essentially what we would sort of deem like a trench coat over top of that person. And you know that was slightly the description of what the sea monster looks like on land.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
All right, that's all.
Yep. And yeah, so you guys head on out after getting that information. And I'll mention one thing that I should have had Big Johnson mention. As you exit the Dire Straits, you see right in front of you in the center of the circle of the area leading to the marketplace. There is a giant like message board that is sort of like the postings for any jobs and stuff for ways for you guys to make money here if you want to approach that and sort of look it over.
I'll take a look. I'll move on over.
Yeah.
While he's doing that, Mark, can I just do a brief scan of the area to see if I recognize if that half-elf person is around?
Give me a perception check.
17.
Okay. You look around and you spot over between 2 of the buildings. That person looking at you sees you again and then runs.
What the hell? I'm gonna yell, "What is your problem?" See if he turns around.
No, they're just gone.
I want to look at the board too, but I want to look for something a little bit different.
Okay.
I want to look and scan the board for any kind of services or anything that may be a little more nefarious. I'm not expecting someone to say, I'm going to forge documents. But you know how you see sometimes on the roadside where people like, I buy houses cash, and it always just seems a little sketchy. I want to see if someone's like saying something that is kind of like you read between the lines and you get what they're saying, more or less.
Yeah. So we'll start with Baragon as you're looking over the board here, just to tell you the obvious things that you see the official postings. There is one that just asked for you to clear out the sewers of the vermin that are down there, and they're offering 500 gold pieces total for going down there and just sort of clearing out the vermin problem that is starting to rise up through the sewers into the town. It just seems to be just a simple posting. Just go down there, clear it out, come back up and report to the blacksmith once you have cleared it out. The second one is the person in the general store has a customer that is looking for their wedding ring that they lost when they were at the beach. That is offering also 500 gold pieces to go in and sort of search the beach looking for that. And they said to bring it to the general store, and they'll give you the gold pieces and possibly a discount on items in there. And the final one is, it seems like an official posting from the government of Astoria, or the leaders of Astoria. They want you to go and collect unpaid tax money from a Beth Jesus, who owes the tax money to the harbor master, and they are offering a $1,000 gold piece reward for getting the money owed, which is listed as 10,000 gold pieces from Beth.
Do each of these flyers have like a little tear? You know, like a.
Yeah, you can just pull it off. Sort of like, imagine it in Witcher 3. Like, you get the thing and you see it, like, sort of come off the wall. Jen knows what I'm talking about.
Red Dead.
Yeah, I was saying I never played that. So
Like, it's yours now. You're accepting this.
Yes.
okay.
Yeah.
I'll take all three for
Okay.
the time being.
And Barris, I don't know if he can still hear. He is scanning the wall there and looking through, and out of there's just, the teen graffiti of things of like, for a good time, come to this address and things like that. And there's posters for, bands and stuff, long since not been here. But you do find a listing for a person that says, need to get out of the country, I can help. And it is. It seems like it is pointing towards an address by the general store, but you would have to sort of investigate once you get there.
Okay.
So, real quick, Mark, what day of the week is it?
So essentially, we'll just start it because I'm actually, once you get to certain stores, you'll figure out why I'm purposely tracking this. We'll just say. We'll call it Monday.
Monday.
Here, so
Okay, and
you have.
So then the ball is when? Next Monday?
So essentially, just think of it this way. Just to keep it easier and to be a little goofy and fantasy-like. Weeks are 10 days, essentially.
Oh, okay.
So, you're at the beginning of a week. So you have 10 days.
Okay, cool.
You
It's a 2-day travel or a day and a half on the boat.
Yeah. So you essentially have 8 days to either take care of all the side missions or, do anything else you need to do in the town. Or go travel to, another town on your way or something like that. So.
Okay. Yeah. I'll look over at Barris. Did you, oops, sorry. Did you find what you were looking for? Looking for anything particular?
I think so. There seems to be something I'd like to check out. Maybe you come with me. I don't think we should be all going over there, but when we get to it, we'll get to it. But I think we should be a little bit more discreet. I'm trying to find that location.
Perfectly fine. I'll show him the 3 wanted or like help wanted posters. What do you think of these? Maybe make a little scratch on the side here.
It's definitely something we can do. I feel for Rex because anytime he gets money, then he has to do something with it. Well, maybe we'll run it past him.
Okay. Yeah, we'll show the group. Maybe they want to do something.
Yeah, it seems like it's a burden, but who knows? Maybe he likes doing it.
He must enjoy it if he's continuing the process.
That's fair. That's fair.
All right. I'll make my way back to the group.
Okay, so you guys get back together. You're outside the Dire Straits. So which place are you going to first?
Captain, did I hear you scream before? Did someone bother you?
Yeah, it was that half elf guy. He looked at me again and ran away, and I wanted to yell at him, and he didn't even turn around.
Where
It's
did
kind of
he
getting
go?
on my nerves.
Do you
And
know
I,
which direction?
I point the direction I saw him run.
Yeah.
And which way did he run, Mark?
He ran between what you would assume is the armor and blacksmith shops into an alleyway behind there.
Yeah, I would just keep an eye out. I don't know who this guy is, obviously, but he's obviously not leaving the area. Or I am, I guess. So, sorry. Maybe we'll have to rough him up a little bit if we can catch him. Figure out what his deal is.
I want us to all go to the places we want to go, but I also feel like this guy is going to spring a trap on us. What do we? What our gang huddle up. There's a weird, creepy half-elven guy spying on Surreal. What should we do?
I mean,
I
the best thing
Yeah.
to do is keep an eye out on him and make sure that we get to him before he gets to us.
Okay,
Right.
Rex, what do you think? Do we kind of go about our
Smash him.
business? Smash him. I like that. Okay, I'm gonna break it.
I'm gonna break it.
I mean, we are in public right now. I don't know if he's going to be doing anything to us while we're in public. This seems to be very comings and goings. It seems to be very varied. It's not like this place seems to be run by like a faction of ne'er-do-wells. It seems to be regular folk coming in and out from all kinds of places. I don't think they're going to want to start a fight in the middle of town square. You know what I mean?
Right.
Well, yeah. Well, I guess we'll just kind of keep our heads on swivel, and hope. I mean, maybe he's just. Maybe he thinks Surreal is someone different.
Maybe he's a spurn lover that she forgot about, but I don't know. I just don't want to waste time. Like, it seems like we'd just be wasting time stopping what we're trying to do in order to, I don't know, find this guy. If he's anybody worth finding, he's probably going to find us.
Right. That's
He's
exactly
a
my
half-elf,
thoughts. Yeah.
yeah.
He'll make himself known, I'm sure. Again.
So, Surreal, you want to go to Armorer? You.
I would like to, yes.
Oh, what's the closest store to us, Mark?
You're like in the middle of a bazaar in the middle of town, so they're all like circular around you.
Okay.
So you can just choose one. They're the same distance apart.
Armorer? Is that okay for everyone first?
Yeah, just to let you know. So armor's next to blacksmith. Obviously, they would be sort of next to each other. The potion shop and the general store are sort of in the same general vicinity. And then the amphitheater is straight ahead from you guys, and it's a giant circular building. That's sort of if you're like north, if we're doing compass directions.
Okay. Oh, also, as we're walking towards the armor, is that okay? With everyone?
I don't have a problem with that.
Okay. I'll just point out to Rex. We found some job opportunities. Maybe a good way for us to get some money. You can continue to do your tithing, as you said. If you want to, I'm not saying we have to, but is it something you might be interested in doing some odd jobs? Rex?
Yeah, we can do some odd jobs. I wanted to. There's a Temple of Rock and Roll here, so I wanted to stop by and check that out. But
Cool. Yeah,
we can deal with this first if you want.
Yeah, totally up to you guys. I'll go wherever.
Okay, so you guys head towards the heat of the moment armor shop. You walk in. You notice that adorning the walls and sort of back in the work area is just all kinds of like dried, dehydrated leathers. You don't see much in the way of metal in here. From what you can gather, this store seems to be specializes in leather armor here. You see in the back a redheaded, long braid down to the middle of back, and you turn around, and it's a female elven woman working on the leather armor in the back, sort of, tanning hides and sort of, cutting it into place for a project she's working on.
Okay. I'll approach her. Excuse me. I'm hoping someone here can help me maybe get some new armor.
Nah. Hello. You look like you are go on the seas a bunch. So
Yes, I do.
Do you need new armor or just a refresher of what you have on?
Well, I feel like right now my armor is not as strong as I want it to be, so if you have something that's a bit stronger, I don't mind the leather, obviously, because that does best at sea. It stays, in better shape than metal would, but if you could have something to make me a little bit stronger, I would appreciate it.
She's like, well, looking over your armor, she goes, well, if you give me what you have on, I can sort of buff that up, give you, make it a little bit stronger, a little bit thicker for you. Out of game, +1 to it.
Okay.
Nothing special. She's like, that'll be about 100 gold pieces for that. But if you want something, special, and she points around at some of the armor, she's like, some of these help with some very specific situations. If you're interested in any of those.
Sure, what do you got?
So she points, and you see this armor. This sort of has like a blue tinge to it, and she goes, well, this will make the cold not affect you as much. And then she points to another one that sort of has some red in it. She's like, this one will stop heat, fire, anything like that. Will make it not feel as bad. And then you see one that's sort of a little bit yellow, and she's like, this one, if you get caught out in a thunderstorm at sea, if you get hit with anything there, it sort of doesn't make it shock you as much. And then points to another one that's a little greenish. She's like, this is if you end up in any of the swamps and, any rats or anything like that, this will make you not be as effective by their bites. And then there's like a turquoise sort of one. He's like, I don't know what situation you would need this, but this will stop you from taking any damage that sort of disintegrates your body or armor here. And then there's this one, these two here, and you see some grayish, charcoal like armor. She's like, this one here sort of stops any damage to like your head, like inside your head, not actually in your head, and from somebody else doing something to you. And this one is for a little bit more like the darker, deathly like magics. Again, I only have one of those, so it was just sort of a pet project of mine. And then she points and she goes, this is probably my most commonly used one. This stops you from anybody hitting you with a lot of power, like sort of trying to hit you with like a strong gust of wind or something like that. Do you need me to break down what elements they're all resisting there for you?
Maybe just the green one and the turquoise one.
So poison is green.
Okay.
Turquoise is acid.
Acid. Okay.
Yeah, so cold, fire, lightning, poison, acid, then psychic and necrotic.
Necrotic, yep.
And force is the last one. And she's like, yep, so they, they're not cheap. The force one is about 1,000 GP. That is the cheapest. 1,000 gold for that. But they go up to the top one, the necrotic, which is one of a kind, is 5,000 gold pieces.
Okay. I have to figure out how much money I have. Wow. Well, you have a lot to choose from. That's great. Unfortunately, I don't have enough money for the one that I want. What say you give me the necrotic one for like 500 gold pieces? Just because, I look so cool.
So give me a persuasion check, and just to let you know before you do it,
Yeah.
the rules for haggling we established is if you win the roll, you get half off. You know?
Okay.
So if you want to knock it down to 2,500, roll me a persuasion.
Seven.
Mm.
No, that's not.
I was just kidding.
This is a port city business owner, so a little more harder to persuade than the ones in Emberberg. So she goes, that's one of a kind. I'm not gonna part with it for less than 5,000. But thank you for not being too much of a jerk about it, and then I'd have to double the price.
Oh, well, of course. I respect your business. I respect it. Let's say for how much would it be if you just kind of took my armor and shined it up a bit and fixed it?
It's about 100 gold pieces. I can give you a +1.
And how long does that take?
I could probably have it ready for you tomorrow morning.
Okay.
Yeah.
The only problem is I can't really be without armor for a whole day. That makes me nervous.
She's like, well, I can sell you one for 700.
What do you think, guys? Do you think it's worth the risk of just trading in my armor? I really don't want to have to pay
Yeah, you'll
extra.
be fine.
I'll be fine. Are you sure?
Fine.
Yeah.
That weird half-elf character?
If,
Alright.
if it makes you feel any better, I'll do the same. I could use a little upgrade to my leather armor.
Alright. So, I'll hand over my other armor.
So I'm going to be sitting by your side a little more, Barry. Just FYI.
And then I'll put my armor on Barry. Me too, Barry.
You guys don't really need armor. I don't use it.
Yeah, I would stick with big guy. Listen to him. I can only handle one per person, I'd say.
Wow, Barry.
No
So-
offense. I already have to protect someone. I don't think I protect you two right now.
Yeah, so you hand over your armor, 100 gold pieces, and they will be ready for you tomorrow morning.
Great. One question before we go.
Yes.
Have you seen a half-elf person hanging around maybe the alleyways of your shop and just looking a little mysterious, and maybe they're up to no good?
Not anybody particular like that. I mean, there's plenty of races and people that come through this town, so nobody really stands out. Unless if they're the giants, they kind of stand out.
Of course, yes.
Yeah.
All right. Well, just letting you know, someone's kind of been following me for some reason,
Oh.
and they seem weird. So they ran around this area. Just wanted to let you know, I guess. Also,
Well, it's
let us
probably
know if you see anything.
okay. It's probably because you're so beautiful. Is why.
I mean, that's what I was saying, but everyone had to question
I mean,
it.
yeah.
But thank you.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of obvious.
It is, right, guys? Did you hear this? You know what?
Is it?
I like you. I like you. Who said that?
Yeah, if anybody else doesn't want anything, we can head out. I know the other 3 places you wanted to check out, where you got to go to the general store, and then if anybody wants to go to either the blacksmith or potion, and then I'm sure Iggy wants to go check out the amphitheater, but we can save that
Very
for
much.
last.
Let's check out the rock and roll. Cathedral of Rock and Roll.
Yeah. We can do that
Yeah.
next. That's sort of right on the southern part, directly across from the amphitheater. So you guys head on over there, and you see inside. You walk in, and it's a human man there, but he has sort of the same sort of stylings as Rex, leather jacket, leather boots. But this one has like a little metal chain that seems to be going from his hip to like his lower back area and sort of connecting the two. there, and he walks in. He goes, "Oh, how can I help you?"
Hey, I'm Rex. We're on tour.
Nice.
So we were on our ship, and there was a bunch of snakes, and it didn't go well.
Ooh.
So I'm hoping you can help me with some equipment, specifically a wand to blow stuff up without me having to be right next to it. Okay?
Okay.
Make sense?
Yes. And he thinks about it. He's like, well, we have a couple here. So, obviously being a member of the church, you have your choice. You can only take, one at a time, from us, but you can collect others from other churches in different cities if you want to make a collection, but we only lend out one at a time to you.
Sure.
So whatever we have, basically, any kind of, low-level spell, like I think the highest one that we have here is sort of like a wand of fireballs.
That's what I want. That's the ticket.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's a very popular one. It's either that one or the wand of lightning bolts. But so he goes back and hands you over the wand, and you can tell that this one has been very used before. It's has some wear on the handle part that you would point out that a lot of people have borrowed this before. And he goes, so if you don't have a sheath for this, just stop by tomorrow. I gotta order another one from the armorer, and she'll have it for me in the morning. She's usually pretty quick about that. But for now, you can sort of put it in your belt if you have one until you get it.
I want to talk about that part.
Yeah.
So I was also wanting to get a wand sheath, and that's what you're alluding to. That's the thing that only works for Warforged, because it is, you put the wand inside of your arm.
Yeah.
And that's not a thing that humans can do.
No.
So I was going to ask Baragond to make that for me.
Okay,
If
yeah,
you're okay
so
with doing it that
you
way.
use... Yeah, we'll take it as you relay the information that you don't need the sheath from the armorer. He goes, okay, well, it's it's fairly cheap, but if you want, you can come back. Just let me know.
Okay, yeah, I'll tell the guy. Yes, I could use the sheath. That'd be very helpful. I'll come back in the morning to get that.
Yeah. I mean, you can have Baragon make it. It's just this guy's just offering it to you if you want it. But you can play it however you want. But it'll be there. There will be one in the morning there for you if you want it. Yeah. So
I'll just pick it up in the morning.
Yeah. So you have your wand of fireballs on you. You can sort of put it in your waistband or whatever for now, or backpack or whatever you have on you, to sort of store it. And you notice that there's some priests out front, and this is probably the area you'll have to come back to if you're going to do any tithing, in terms of spreading that out. So just keep that in mind as you guys are here for the next couple days. Okay.
Are we still in the church, or are we?
Yeah,
Are
you
you
guys.
hanging out?
Well, you guys never actually went inside. You sort of met him at the door, and
Did you want to go inside, Rex, or did you? Are we just hanging out here? I wanted to try something, if that's okay with you.
Yeah, I'm done at the temple. That is
Can
all
I
is the wand.
can I see your wand, if you don't mind?
Sure.
So I'll take the wand.
Yeah.
And I'm going to imbue it with enhanced arcane focus.
Okay.
So that gives you a +1 bonus to spell attack rolls. In addition, the creature ignores half cover when making a spell attack.
Yeah. So that's the part that'll help you here, John.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Because fireballs is not a spell attack; it just sort of goes off,
So,
I believe.
So I'll take it and I'll just do my little magician pointer and I'll imbue it. Well, I just gave the wand a little bit of extra juice, you can. It'll be a little easier to hit others with it now.
Yeah, so essentially the way I would have played half cover or anything was they would have advantage, and now they don't on their dex checks. You sort of just blow through
Sounds good.
everything.
Cool.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's okay. I didn't like mess with a holy relic or anything,
No,
right?
no. This is
Okay.
this is a tool. I appreciate you making it better.
Yeah. Yes.
Maybe
Very
next
welcome.
time ask that question before you mess with it, Baragons.
Yeah, I just thought like, oh man, I don't want to, like ruin his church's stuff. I hope they're not going to get angry, are they? It sounded like you have to. Do you have to return it, or you can just?
Yeah, just because I didn't actually talk about this with Jonathan, so I'll interject here real fast. Essentially, if he wanted to get another wand from this church, he would need to return the one he has.
Okay.
Essentially.
Now, is this Les Paul wand or is this Epiphone wand? What kind of make is this?
Oh, I mean, I wasn't gonna be picky since they're lending it to me for free, but I think looks like it's Les Paul.
It was good. I've read very good stuff about Les Paul.
Oh, really? How much money is that worth?
Oh, so much.
You can't have it.
Oh.
You can't. Have it.
I didn't say I was going to take it. I was just curious, I need to pay for $5,000 armor, okay? I'm just asking questions, that's all.
If you really need it, why don't you just steal it like all the other stuff?
Wait. So actually, one of those odd jobs was to take out a bunch of vermin, and now that I've got this thing, I kind of want to go get some vengeance for those damn rats that were on your ship.
Yeah, I kind of agree with you on that.
Surreal. What are you wearing right now?
Wow, wouldn't you like to know?
What is it? Is it a just like regular shirt or?
So, I have to remember my description.
You're
So
not
under
wearing
so she usually wears like a black cropped like leather armored jacket. So she's not wearing that anymore. So she kind of has like a waist cincher on and then like an off the shoulder like peasant style shirt.
Barry, this is why we have eyes. This is a weird
Right.
question to ask her what she's wearing.
Yeah. I wanted to just make sure. So, if you want, I can imbue your clothing some special magic. Like it'll be pretty good.
I haven't heard that line before. That's a good one.
You-
So I have to take
you-
it off, right, to give it to you?
No, I could just touch you and then.
Oh, you just want to
You-
touch me? Okay, sure, Barry.
What kind of resistance do you want?
Well, if we're gonna go down into the sewers, I guess poison would be helpful.
All right, I'll lay my hands on her. I can't do anything out of game. I can't do anything, but I'm gonna try to make her believe
Okay.
that she has like
So-
her clothes have
Like
active poison
stuff?
resistance.
So, roll a deception check
Deception is
to see how good you sell this.
16.
16. You going to counter with an insight or?
Oh, yeah.
Or yeah.
For sure.
What did happen?
9.
Yeah.
So I'll put my one hand. I'm gonna really focus. It's been a long time since I've done this, and I'll put my other hand on her shoulder. Work, damn you! And I'll make just like a little spark of electricity shoot out, just not enough to hurt her, but just to like give her like, oh, something happened. And I'll just give her like a little shock. Oh,
Yes.
right.
So, just to let you guys know.
You have.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry. There you go.
You have poison resistance now. You are. I need to rest. after
Are you
that
gonna be
one.
okay?
That was
Because it
tough.
looks like you're about to have a heart attack. How old are you?
In my younger years, that was much easier.
Uh-huh.
But
All right. Well, thank you. I guess.
very welcome.
So what I was going to say is just a reminder for the remainder of this day for Surreal and Barris, just uncheck the armor on your D&D Beyond, so your armor class changes correctly.
God.
You know, so that's the great thing about D&D Beyond. I do not need to memorize those changes for you guys. So I know Rex wants to go into the sewers. Do you guys want to go to the potion shop first?
Yes,
Yeah.
please.
I think that's a good idea.
Yep.
Yes, please. Considering I've used all of mine already. Yes.
I would want to go into I would want to go general store as well.
Okay.
Mostly, if for nothing else, to see if I can find that place that's helping us get out of the country. So,
Yeah. So yeah, I just wanted to check about the potion shop before.
Yeah.
So you guys head into the Naughty Wyvern, and you see when you walk in to the shop, there's this very strong aroma that constantly switches between being sweet and putrid, as if there's multiple brews cooking that are conflicting with each other. The doors, you notice as you walked up to them, are extremely wide and reach to the top of the 9-foot facade of the front of the building. The shelves are stocked with herbs and oils, and there's an entire floor-to-ceiling shelf of healing potions. And you notice as you see that potion, the potion shelf, you look to the right, and you see a hill giant just sitting there, leaning up against the wall. He is smoking the largest hookah you've ever seen next to him, and he is also not wearing a loincloth as he is sitting there. You guys walk in, and he goes, "Wow, how you guys doing?"
Oh, this is creepy.
This just gets getting weirder and weirder. This town is very strange.
Is this guy just hanging dong right now?
Baragons, don't ever say that again.
Not to be disrespectful.
And he goes, "My name is Kanbar, and this is my potion shop. How can I help you?"
Right.
What kind of potions do you have? As I have kind of shielding my eyes.
You notice on the potion wall, because you guys are very attuned to these, there is just a crap load of potions of healing, like the lowest one. Like, literally out of game, just to let you guys know, as many of them as you want to buy, in terms of how much gold you have, you can buy. There's no limit on those.
How much are they?
They normally run 50 gold pieces a piece.
50 gold pieces. All right.
But you see on a slightly higher shelf, there are greater potions. There seems to be about 6 of them. They tend to run around 250 gold pieces. Above those are 3 superiors, or like a darker red. Those run about 2,500 gold pieces. And then at the top, you see one that's in this encased box, like see-through box at the top, just one, sitting right at the top of the shelf, which you guys notice is the fabled, but you've never seen it in person, the Supreme Healing Potion, which goes for 25,000 gold pieces
Okay.
per bottle.
How much does that just like fully restore health?
It's the highest, whatever the roll is for that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Would you take 75 gold pieces for 2 potions?
Roll me a persuasion check.
Ooh, I'm excited for this.
I have -1, so it's gonna go up. A natural 20.
Nice.
Ooh.
Yeah, you
It's 19 because I have a -1, but it's a natural 20.
yeah. Well, no, the 19 would only matter as if this guy had a 25 or anything. I wouldn't give that to you on a natural 20. But with the natural 20, I will say that he gives you the 2 potions. He goes, "Oh man, that sounds like a good idea." And you see him go through the shelf and go, and then he puts 3 bottles in front of you. So that's 2 for 75. There.
Okay.
That's your thing for getting the natural 20 is the extra bottle.
Thanks, Mark. Appreciate it. I'm going to need all of them, I'm sure.
Can I help you guys? Anything else? I have and he looks over at Baragon. He goes, I see you got them loud noise making hand things. I don't know why you went southern.
I was about to say, ooh, brother from the same soil.
What are you smoking, son? Can I get some?
It gives you different accents because the person doing the voice is terrible at accents. I see you have those. And he pulls down a small vial of like an amber type liquid. He goes, I have some oil for that here thing that you're using. God damn it! Why am I going the accent?
Just roll with it. Just roll with it. Keep going.
He's pulling a Dan right now.
Yeah. So he hands that over to you. Give me an investigation check on it, Baragon.
Okay.
I don't even know what's going on at this point.
Haggling. It's supposed to be haggling, I think.
This is such a...
I think he's showing me an oil, but I rolled a 7, so I'm not going to know what it is, most likely.
Yeah, so it's he's like, this here, if you pour it inside the gun while fixing it, it allows you to eliminate one, and I'll talk out of game. Because I don't know. I'm trying to think how he would explain it to you, in game. But I just thought it easier to not confuse you. So essentially, if you have this on the gun, if you get a misfire or a break, it does not occur. Once per use. There's 6 uses to it. And it's labeled on the container that it costs 500 gold pieces.
Oh, my goodness. This is nice, but I'm a little short at the moment. Maybe I come back. But
sounds good, man.
We'll take 2 health potions. The regular health potions, if that's okay with you.
And he puts 2 of them in front of you. That's 100 gold pieces. You want to mark off?
Okay.
I'm going to buy 3.
Okay. 150 for Barris.
I'm going to buy 3 also.
Yep, so just mark off 150. Rex, are you grabbing any?
No, I think I'm okay.
Okay. So that's 3. Each of you have 3, right? Or did you get 2, Barry?
I took 2.
Okay. Yeah, so mark those down, mark off the money there. But you do see that if you essentially I set this up, we didn't do this much in the first campaign, so that's why I'm sort of explaining it here. I sort of set up these shops for you to come back to. So sure. You do see some other oils and herbs that are laying around that maybe in the future you might want to investigate. But just know that there's other items here besides what you've seen.
Question.
Yeah.
Is it only potions or are there other...
No, there's oils and herbs and stuff like that here.
But like nothing else, like there's no wands or...
No. He... well, essentially, that things like that, like just a regular wand that I'm thinking you want to imbue is what I'm thinking you're looking for. You could probably get that at the general store.
Well, I was reading over, and I think what I actually need is wand. The wand has to have the properties in it already for me to do what I want to do. Okay. But that's fine.
Yeah, he's more of a Persian. He's not a magic shop so much.
Okay.
Maybe in another town, but yeah. So does anybody want to look at anything else or anything before we head to the general store?
Nope, I'm ready.
I think I'm good.
All right, so you guys head on over to the Flair to Share general store. You walk in and you just see a gnome sort of feet up on the desk counter there, and just sort of...
Mark.
Yeah.
Before we go in, do I find the place I was looking for.
Roll me an investigation check.
16.
So you notice, and just you, that as you're approaching the general store, there seems to be around the corner, like a secondary door
Okay.
to head on to, but it's sort of like hidden a little bit from the street.
Okay.
But
Cool.
yeah,
And then we can go in.
yep. So you head on in, and the gnome is sort of just has his feet up on the desk and or counter, and just sort of like, what do you want?
Oh, thank God you're not naked.
Oh, I see you've been to the Naughty Wyvern.
Yeah, and I understand the name now.
Yeah,
It's quite surprising.
it's kind of disturbing, but
It's very disturbing, actually.
he makes good potions and herbs, so we deal with it. What do you want?
I'm looking for some parchment.
Okay, and so he turns around and he puts like 3 different kinds in front of you. Give me an investigation check to see if you notice which one is the correct one.
10.
10. That's good enough, because you have the comparison to do with the thing there. So you find the right one, and you point to it, and he goes, well, I can give you a ream of like 10 of those for like 10 gold pieces, if you want.
Sure, I'll take some of that. Do you have any like equipment for making a wax seal too? You throw in, maybe give me a little bit of a deal for 2 for 1, something like that.
Yeah, just to he's like, sure, I can definitely do that for you. Just do that persuasion check to see if it'll be half of what I was going to offer.
Sure.
He goes, yeah, most people. I can give you an envelope
15.
too. What was that?
Sure, I'll take an envelope. 15.
15. And he goes, yeah, sure. And he goes, here. He goes, I can give you all this for, probably 2 gold pieces.
That sounds perfect.
Yeah. And you notice with what he hands you is, a stack of 10 envelopes to sort of match the ream of 10 papers. The sort of stamp for making the seal. And also the case that the seal thing comes in also has tools for you to make the seal on the stamp, if you know what I'm saying there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
To sort of, it's a kit to be able to do that.
Sure.
And then also he gives you, and then there's a small wax candle that comes with it.
Cool. Great.
So you have your items for your forging now. There. Baragon, did you want to pick up anything at the general store? I know.
Yeah, I wanted to see. Do you? What kind of magic wands do you have? Do you sell any magic wands?
I have like, I have a regular wand that you can take to somebody to be imbued if you want.
Okay.
They're like, single ones are usually like a piece of silver, but I can give you like a bundle of 5 for like a gold piece if you want.
I'll do that for. I'll take the bundle if you don't mind.
Yes. No, go ahead. And it's essentially what it looks like when he hands it to you is just like 5 wooden sticks with tape at the bottom. Sort of, he's calling them wands,
Okay. What other magical items do you sell here? Just curious.
I don't have much in terms of magical items here. He's like, if you need any rope, or you need any kind of climbing equipment, or backpacks, or stuff like that, like any knickknacks and things in your travels, I have them here. And I also, and he points over and he's like, I do have a gift shop over there, and you just see it all. I've been to Astoria, sort of very touristy gift shop type stuff over there.
All I got was this T-shirt.
Yeah, exactly. Sort of fantasy equivalents of that. So like capes and hats and stuff like that say it.
I think the quote-unquote wands will do for now. Thank you.
You're good. Just let them know you came to Flair to share when you use those.
So that was only 1 gold piece, Mark?
Yes, just 1 gold piece for the bundle of 5. Okay. Essentially, you get a lot more use out of it, but for the regular Joe, he's sort of scamming them by telling them they're wands when they're basically just pieces of stick with tape on them. but you'll get a lot more use out of it.
Okay. Thank you very much. I'm good here.
So,
Yeah, I think we're good.
I wanted to get some stuff.
yeah, go ahead, Rex. What do you need?
All right, so I'm going to this fancy masquerade ball in the future, so I need a masquerade mask.
I was
Preferably
hoping
one
someone
that
would
hides
ask
my
for
whole
that.
face, because I've got a distinctive haircut, as
Yeah.
you can tell.
Yeah, yeah.
And so I was hoping you might have some flair here that you might
Yeah.
be willing to share with me.
And if you couldn't tell already, he's sort of disinterested, so he kind of goes to you. He's like, "It's in the name." You know, in terms of having flair.
That was the joke.
Yeah. And he just sort of stares at you. You can tell that, like, you know,
Do you have a mask?
yes. And he goes, "Do you want a full face or just eyes?"
Full face.
Full face. And he puts a whole bunch in front of you. There's some blank ones.
Please tell me there's a Halloween gorilla mask.
Oh
He's-
God.
He's like, yes. He's like, as you can see on the right here, these are all the animal mask that you would want. These are sort of your, quote unquote, terrorist mask. Essentially, they're Guy Fawkes masks. In the middle. And he's like, and then these over here are just blank, and you can do whatever you want with them. Cut out one eye, keep two eyes, no nose, whatever you want. It's just a head-shaped blank canvas. So your choice. They are 1 gold piece each.
Okay. So it's a full face mask.
Yeah.
That's blank, and the idea is you like draw on it.
He's like, essentially whatever you want. You wanna cut out stuff in it. You wanna draw on it. Whatever you want to do to it. It's up to you.
Okay. Okay.
I'm going to take one of those
I'll
too.
take one of those.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. So, do you take the blank one or the gorilla mask? What do you grab? Just for audience purposes.
What do you mean by gorilla mask?
Didn't you ask if there was a gorilla mask there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like a fake fur gorilla mask?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm doing that.
Okay. That's what I wanted to make
taking the-
sure.
I'm going to take one of the blank ones.
Okay. Okay, so you get your gorilla mask, fake fur, all that stuff. Yours is very intricately detailed, to look realistic. It's in like a growling position at the mouth, or roaring. I guess they would roar. And Barris, yours, like I said, just blank slate. So just come up when you decide to put it on for your disguise, what exactly it looks like.
Sure.
For you. So, all right. So, anybody else? Anything at the general store here?
Nope, I'm good.
All right.
Nope.
Yep. So you guys head out and give me a perception check, Surreal.
16.
16. So again, about 30 feet away from you, peeking around the next store, next to the general store, is that half elf. As they see you, they run away, but they trip and fall, and sort of scurrying to get back up. If you
Yes! I'm gonna run after him.
Okay, so they scurry and sort of tuck into the alley. You follow behind, and what do you do when you're within range to do whatever? Do you want to tackle? Do you just want to?
Yeah, I wanna full on tackle this dude.
Okay. I'll just say you do it. Just because, yeah, he's sort of scampering. He would not be able to give any resistance to you just basically putting your full body weight on him as you get there. Or they. So you sort of tackle them, roll around, and as you're now close enough, you don't need any rolls for this. You notice, and it's only you around this corner here, just to make the scene a little better. You notice that sort of gotta find it here. Sorry. You notice immediately that it is very clearly Eloise, the former gunner of the ship that you used to be on. And they look up at you and go, You're dead. You're dead. He said you were dead. You're supposed to be dead. And that's all they keep repeating as they look at you.
And I guess I'm just in shock at first. Like, I don't know what to say. And then I just punch her right in the face.
Okay, give me a roll to hit. So I think it's just your...
Unarmed strike?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm trying to figure out where to go to roll that. Attack. Oh, here it is. $15.
What's the damage?
It's just 1 plus your strength modifier.
Yeah.
For unarmed attacks.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I
So-
did it through D&D Beyond. Is that correct?
9?
Unarmed strike, I rolled damage.
You did Tentacles of the Deep.
Yeah.
That's-
Oh, that's weird.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
So just
Strength
1
modifier.
plus your strength modifier.
0.
Okay, so it's 1.
So it's
So
1
you
point.
sort of punch and head hits the ground and he goes, Callum said you were gone. He said he had taken care of you.
Don't say that name, and I'm gonna punch him again.
Roll to hit.
Oh my god, sorry. 12.
Okay. Again, just punch and blood sort of spits out of their mouth, and they look at you. They're like, you'll never get him. We're too powerful now. You can't, and just stammering. You can't do it.
I just like kind of lift him off the ground a little bit by the shirt. And, like, where are they? Where is he?
You will never get to him. And you see, they reach down, pull out a dagger, and look you square in the eye, and say, "One continent, one people," and shove it into their chest.
No! God damn it! And I just punch him again.
And you punch as the life drains out of their body, in front of you. You guys hear the commotion as you come around the corner.
Did you just...
I think she just murdered this person in cold blood.
Are you just murdering people?
I didn't murder this stupid person.
Alright.
It's a long story. He just killed
Alright,
himself.
well, why don't we tell that long story not close to a dead body in an urban setting? How about we do that?
I can. Does spare the dying? Does spare the dying help in this situation?
No, they're fully dead.
Yeah, so he's already dead.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shit. Can I can't cure. No, I can't
Let's
save
not
this
figure
person.
it out around the body, please.
Yes.
Body, please.
Barry.
Let's just say, Dan,
was-
out of game, they're plot dead. Just to let you know.
Oh,
So
okay.
don't try to.
Their plot dead.
Can we just bury him in some trash and be on our merry way like this never happened?
I would love to do that. I just I get up and kick him and
leave
walk
him.
away.
What is your
Done.
problem? We're trying to keep low profile.
Yeah,
You
guys,
started it.
yeah, you
Don't
guys
worry
come
about
around
it.
the alley. You were away from the dead body. Just to.
All right. Well, I believe I might have a lead on trying to get us into that masquerade ball, but I don't think all of us should be, investigating that situation, especially if some of us are just going to murder people in broad daylight.
So
Why don't
I'm
you
very-
guys?
I'm
Say why don't
seriously considering not having her do it now because she just murdered someone.
I didn't murder him. He killed himself because I asked him a question and he wouldn't answer me and he killed himself.
All right.
All right?
All right. I'm going to choose to believe you in this sort of situation. But how about you guys head to the amphitheater? I know Iggy wants to go there. I'm looking to enjoy some sport tonight. Barry, why don't you come with me, try and find, I think, a person that can help us in this situation.
Yeah, that is fine. Just did they know you? Did you know them? Like,
Yes. Yes to both
so-
questions.
if he killed himself.
Yeah, he killed himself. When I was trying to get information out of him, he killed himself.
Okay, well, let's decompress. We'll talk about this later.
Okay, Dad.
Ouch.
Okay.
And I
So-
shoulder brush him this time.
So, just so I can take stock here, are Baragon and Barris separating from the group here? Or are you coming back
Sure.
later to the...
I'm gonna try and find it now.
Okay.
So
So,
we'll meet at the amphitheater, I guess.
yeah. So, yeah, you guys discuss, you'll split. You guys are going towards that thing, and the three of you, Surreal, Rex, and Iggy, head towards the amphitheater. Iggy is sort of on a mission walking down this way, just sort of walking faster than you guys have ever seen him before. As you get to the front of the amphitheater, the sign outside has 2 horses looking left and 2 horses looking right. And between the words "the" and "for," there's a diamond up there, and it says "the 4 Horsemen." Big, like, diamond-like logo right over top of the door. As I'm assuming you go on inside.
Yes.
Yes. So as you enter inside, you see that there is a crowd with a bar surrounding the fighting pit here. And as you look down inside, you see what looks like a faded blue stone sort of down there with these 4 posts in each corner with some frayed yellow and blue ropes sort of hanging off of them. And then as you get there, and this will probably play more for the audience, so Tom might want to listen back to this. As you look down, you see that everybody has now leaned up on the fence, and you look over towards the right where there is a giant, like, stone structure with 2 metallic doors, and there's 2 guys holding levers next to there. And then all of a sudden, the music kicks in, and you see the levers come down, and the metal doors part, and some smoke fills down, and you see 2 guys walking forward, and you hear the announcer say, "And coming to the pit, we have Tarn and Soul." And they walk on out to the pit, and you see that a battle is about to begin.
Can I do a perception check around to see who's here?
Yeah, so go ahead and make a perception check.
13.
13. All right. So what you can see with the way the lighting is, you notice that Tarn and Soul are fighting one person down in the arena. It seems to be that their fights are 2-on-1 with there, but you look up above where all this is taking place. You can't really see. There seems to be 2 figures up there. You can't really see the second one, but there seems to be like a stoic guy with glasses and a human wearing like common pants, but he's shirtless and has a very well-defined hairy chest there. And it's standing up there, and they're watching over the fight there.
Is there anybody else I recognize in the room?
No, nobody you recognize yet. As you're walking by, you do see a poster that shows, you see the 2 guys you saw, Tarn and Soul, on their listing of events, and then there's the other guy you see, and sort of a sign-up sheet to sort of take on him, as you see that the 2-on-1 is completely full. And then you see one that says, please contact the amphitheater manager once you have completed the first 2 fights to fight the champion of the amphitheater.
Okay. And can I sign up for a fight?
Yeah, so you can just easily, names are crossed off for the one you read. You go to the next line and you look up and you'll see that if you do want to fight, your first battle will be against someone named Sully. And you sign your name there, and if you want to do anything else before you prepare, we can go to the actual battle portion of this. Do you want to do anything?
I don't think there's anything I really can do. I guess I'll just say to Surreal, yeah, I'm gonna go do these fights. If you could just watch my back, it'd be great.
Got you.
Okay. So you sign in. You take the ticket over to the arena, the amphitheater manager, and they go, "All right, so gonna take on Sully. Nice, nice. Rules here. The fights are not to the death. We do have clerics around for when somebody gets knocked out to bring them back. No weapons allowed. This is hand-to-hand combat in there. And if you do defeat the opponent here, you will have to wait until the next day to take on the next opponent. And then if you get past that somehow, the champion should be by in... he comes by at least every week or so. So you may need to come back into town for that. And he looks over and he's like, "Are you ready?"
I am ready.
All right. So you go down into the waiting area. You get your gear all up. You tape your fists. You get ready. The other fight ends. You see Tarn and Soul just destroy their opponent, and then you walk on out because you come out from the side. You don't get the pomp and circumstance of the smoke, and move you to the map here.
New map. Wow.
That's really big. Is it 20 by 20? Or is it 18 by 18?
No, I think it's like 30 feet to each corner. I measured it out. Yeah, so let me get back to OBS real fast to make sure I can get this correct for the audience.
The old squared circle.
Yeah.
Sting's best friend, RoboCop.
All right. This is the one thing about doing this.
There you go. That's it.
There we go. I think I can get a little better, a little more centered by doing this. There we go. Yeah, that's good enough. So I already put you in the ring there, and you you set up. You see you're getting ready. Dusty, and then you see those people pull on the levers, and then you see walk out that you hear music play, and you see walk out the guy that you saw, the stoic man with the hairy chest, with sunglasses on. But he no longer has the sunglasses on, and he is now gone to a shorter, underwear like trunks there. He walks on out, sort of has tape around his wrist, and
some people's life rolls easy, others work like crazy.
Battle arena.
Someone to socialize, others exercise.
And fight.
Yep. So roll initiative.
Okay. 11. 11.
Okay. we will start. So in with 11, you're up first, Mr. Ignatius. He's
All
sort
right,
of cracking his
I'm-
neck over there, and he's waiting for you to come on in.
Let's see, how far away am I? This seems really far. Do I have like sprint?
No, just I lined you up wrong, so just say
All
you're
right.
within your full movement speed to get next to him.
I also cannot move my character, so
sorry.
there's that.
That would help. Mark.
Either way, Tom, you can't move for this entire battle. Good luck.
Sorry, he did stunning strike. Yeah. And there we go.
There we go. Okay. So I'm going to move in quickly with an unarmed strike. And it's a 6 to hit. That's great.
Yeah. You punch and he just sort of dodges out of the way.
And as a bonus action, I'm going to do another one.
Okay.
21 to hit.
That hits. Roll damage.
5 damage.
Okay. You see him sort of he like smirked at you with the first miss, and then you came back with the other hand and clocked him, and you see some spittle go out of his face, and now his look has gone from bemusement to intensity as he looks over at you. And we move to Sully's turn. And
Sully Clanchard.
possibly we can go with that. So he's going to do an unarmed strike. That is 8.
It misses.
Misses. And he goes to punch you in the chest, and you take a step back. He's going to swing again.
Oh, God. Yeah, that hits.
That is a crit.
That's crit, yeah.
Yep. So it'll be double this.
Alright, so I'm going to get... Oh,
8
good. You
points
rolled
of damage.
8 damage?
8 damage, and this time he steps back and just punches you straight in the face.
Okay.
And then he gets he goes back, and now he's going to attempt to kick you for his third attack. 23.
Yeah, that hits.
And 5 points of damage as he kicks you in the gut.
This is going to be quick, apparently.
He's gonna have a lot of time on his hands this week.
Yeah.
This
I'm going to be sleeping the whole time.
This week just done.
Let's see. Hang on. Okay. I'm going to do an unarmed strike first.
Go ahead. Remember, you have your key points. Just there.
I know.
Okay.
10 to hit.
That misses.
I'm going to use a key point to do flurry of blows.
Okay.
22 to hit.
That hits.
There we go.
3 damage.
Okay.
And I should get another one, right?
Yep, you get one more, and you can also use another key point to do anything if you want.
And I missed. That's a 9.
9. Yep. So I'll let you, since you just rolled quickly. Did you want to use a key point for anything on that strike you hit?
Let's see. I don't know that I have much of anything to do.
There's one in particular that you could do if you want to attempt it.
I guess I could do... No, that's not going to work.
Okay.
Hang on.
Yeah, there's one in particular that I think you have that I don't know if you're seeing.
I'm going to take a key point and do patient defense.
Okay, yep. Those are one of the two that would be very helpful here. So, all right. So it goes to their turn. Now I got to go through. Okay, turn 2. He's going to try and tackle you here, sort of get you in a grapple. So that's a strength check. They roll 16. You contest it with strength.
19.
Yep, so you sort of hit the arms down and break it, and that is his turn. It's your turn.
Okay, I'm going to do an unarmed strike. 17 to hit.
Okay, yeah, 17 hits.
6 damage.
Okay. So you see he's sort of dazed a little bit from not being able to grapple you, and you just come in and you throw a cross right into his face. And some blood spits out of his mouth as you do that.
And I'm going to do another unarmed strike. 12 to hit.
And that just hits. Roll damage.
6 damage.
6 damage. All right. And you see him sort of take a step back and sort of grab his head as you clock him again across the temple area. And 6 damage. He looks at you and he decides he's going to take his action here, his first thing, to try and kick you. That's a 7, that misses.
Yep.
He's going to use his second attack to try and put another 7. That misses. So he
Misses.
kicks, and he's just, as his blood is sort of starting to come out of his mouth, he's now getting angry and not concentrating. So third
Mark.
attack. Yeah, go ahead.
Tell me once if I've knocked him to the ground.
I will. Yeah.
Okay.
Episode 20.
20 hits.
Yeah. So, and so actually where he is health-wise, that's actually half. So that's 5 points of damage
Okay.
because he's not at full strength.
All right.
All right. So that brings you top of the round to you. He's bloodied, breathing heavy, like looking real angry as he just stares off at you.
All right. I'm going to do an unarmed strike to start.
Okay.
11 to hit.
Just misses.
All right. I'm going to use a key point and do flurry of blows.
Okay.
19 to hit.
That hits.
5 damage.
Okay. You hit him. You see him drop down to one knee. Here.
Okay.
You got one more punch, right?
Yeah. 14 to hit.
That hits. Roll damage.
Yeah.
5 damage.
5 damage. And as you clock him across the face, and he goes down on one knee, and he looks up. And so, what is your finishing move?
Well, he's got to lay down.
Okay.
So
you push him over with your foot.
To lay down.
I'll
Persuasion check.
I'll push him over,
With your foot. You sort of push him down with your foot.
and I hop up to the top rope,
Okay.
and I point two arms to the sky, and I do a diving elbow drop on him.
All right. You
Damn.
land, and you hit on the elbow, and you hear that sound from Street Fighter 2. The as you land the elbow on top of him, and then you see him stop moving, still breathing as you're laying on top of him there, and then the crowd erupts and cheering, and then you see the clerics run in to attend to both of you, and they heal both of you to full, as you have successfully defeated, I guess we're calling him Sully Clanchard, the first member of this battle arena. And he looks over at you and he goes, "That was a good fight."
Agreed. We should do it again sometime.
No, you're not going to get me anymore. You gotta look, and he points up to, and you see Tarn and Soul. God damn it, I almost did it. Tarn and Soul looking down, and they're sort of cracking their knuckles. He's like, you got them two next. And he nods, and he walks over towards the door, and before he looks at you, before he goes through the door, he turns around, looks at you, and flashes 4 fingers, and then walks through the gate, and that's where we'll end the episode.
Nice.
Very good.